Serena moved to her boots and began putting them on, ready for the day. Suddenly, a feeling came over her. Not painful, but enough to make her feel off. She paused, checked herself, and realized what had happened. Her mind raced with possibilities, and when she confirmed her suspicion, she gave a slight huff and opened her door with a casual motion. She was a little surprised at herself. She didn't feel scared. She walked to her father's closed door and knocked 3 times. 2 quick, 1 slow. After a moment, she heard 1 quick knock and 2 slow ones in reply. Serena smiled and opened the door, stepping into her father's room. The scent of pine and old clean books filled the air. To her right, her father stood by the mirror, kneeling to fasten his boots with his large hands. "Hey, kiddo," Orin greeted her, looking at her through the mirror. His sapphire blue eyes gleamed with kindness and warmth. "Hey," Serena replied, leaning on one doorframe with her right shoulder. You remember that conversation we had a while ago? About my body changing?" She looked at her father with confidence. Orin straightened, his eyes calm and sure. "Of course." "Well, it turns out it's happening today," Serena said with a shrug. "Gotcha. Well then," Orin clapped his hands together and rubbed them. He walked over, smiling kindly. "Come with me to the kitchen?" Serena nodded, and he ruffled her hair playfully before heading out. She chuckled at the gesture and followed him. In the kitchen, Orin reached up to the top shelf and pulled down a dark brown wooden box. He set it on the table, hands on hips, and smiled simply at Serena. She looked inside and saw carefully wrapped supplies. "You wrapped them?" Serena chuckled. "Sure did," Orin replied, smiling wider. "Gotta keep my wrapping skills sharp." He stretched and popped his fingers. Serena smiled, then looking at the box again. "You were ready for this?" "For a few months, yeah," Orin said. "A friend of yours started a while ago and had a good talk with her parents." Serena scanned the packages. "This is gonna be inconvenient sometimes," she groaned, more playfully than annoyed, throwing her head back in mock drama. Orin chuckled and rubbed her back. "It may be a little inconvenient, kiddo, but you've got this, and you're not alone." "Thanks, Dad," Serena said, leaning her head on his side. "How about you take your new supplies to your room and get cleaned up? I'll start breakfast. Sound good?" he asked with a happy grin. Serena nodded. "I'll be out in a minute," she said, grabbing the box and smiling as she left the kitchen. "Oh, after breakfast, can we go to the candy shop in town? I'm in the mood for chocolate." "You got it," Orin saluted playfully. "Who's never in the mood for chocolate?" he said with a smile. Serena giggled and walked out of the kitchen, feeling ready for this new part of her life. Orin stood quietly as he heard Serena's door close. He smiled and nodded, hands still on his hips, reflecting on how Serena had handled the situation. He could sense her emotions through her body language and heart rate. She was relaxed, ready, and unafraid. That was exactly what he had hoped for. He never wanted her to be scared of something so natural and healthy. He moved to the stove and began preparing breakfast, feeling content knowing Serena was growing into the person he always believed she could be. Orin paused, his thoughts drifting to his brother Colton, Serena's biological father, and to Sarah, Serena's mother. He closed his eyes and pictured them in his mind. Your daughter is incredible. I hope you can see that, wherever you may be, he whispered to their memory. A wave of love and peace washed over him, and a happy tear slipped down his cheek. Orin brushed it away and returned to making breakfast.